few years ago, Evergreen established the Center for Entrepreneurial Leadership and Transformational Change, which focuses on developing social and sustainable business, entrepreneurial, and leadership skills, guided by the values of conscious capitalism throughout our community and across our college.
A few years after that, Evergreen established the CCAS, the Center for Climate Action and Sustainability, where we focus on looking at equitable solutions for the climate crisis that we all face. In addition, we also act as a social hub for students, faculty, and members of the Pacific Northwest to come together in search of bold ideas.
Two centers continue to collaborate on climate change, sustainability, business, public policy, and more throughout our curriculum and beyond.
In addition, Evergreen also hosts 700 acres of undeveloped lands that allow for students to interact with it as a learning laboratory to integrate with their studies.
So Evergreen was created at the same time as the modern environmental movement. Richard Nixon was creating the Environmental Protection Agency when Evergreen was founded. Some of the early faculty members of Evergreen were involved in banning DDT, the research that banned DDT. So it's by design that when you come onto the Evergreen campus, it feels like you're coming onto a national park. We have 1,000 wooded acres and a shoreline that is and was intended to be a living learning laboratory for students, faculty, and staff. Now we're fortunate to have some great student leadership and some terrific staff leadership with William Ward, Scott Morgan, George Finn, the facilities team, bringing us into the modern era of what it means to be a sustainable, environmentally responsible campus.
Evergreen is very proud that we're a 100% green energy customer on both of our campuses, both Tacoma and Olympia. And this green energy is supported by an engaged group of students who are part of a clean energy committee. And this committee also supports student work around sustainability. Also, our Master's in Environmental Studies program prepares students to be creative, critical professionals. And these are professionals who are the ones who will be guiding the development of environmental studies work. And so Evergreen is proud of this kind of record of practicing sustainability and preparing professionals to guide our efforts around sustainability into the future.
Hello, my name is Olivia. I am a student in the Masters of Environmental Studies program. I also co-chair the Clean Energy Committee. The committee went on hiatus for 2 years during COVID, so this is the first year we've been back in operation. It's been a bit of a challenge getting it going again, especially getting all 4 other student positions filled. But once we got going in the fall, we've had a lot of success. Our first project we funded in the fall was the Organic Farm Student Discount. So the Organic Farm, they came to us. We accept all student projects to review and potentially fund. They wanted to fund a discount to organic farm items for students. And so now, because of the Clean Energy Committee funding, organic farm products are half off to all students. The other project we are working on funding, but we don't have full approval of yet. The committee is approved. We're waiting to hear on state policy whether or not it'll work, is the Basic Needs and Advocacy Resource Center came to us to fund the purchase of sustainability items for students. So think reusable water bottles, so students are using plastic water bottles as much. Think gender-affirming clothing items or voucher cards for thrift stores like Goodwill. We are funding all of these items to be available to students for free through the Basic Needs and Advocacy Resource Center, because at the heart of sustainability is getting people's needs met and being able to do that in a way that is equitable and lasting long-term. So we thought this was a great way to show that sustainability isn't just about clean energy, it's also about meeting people's needs. So the other role I serve on campus is working with Scott Morgan in the Office of Sustainability. Primarily in that work, I've been putting together a new climate action plan for the college. Our previous climate action plan set a goal for carbon neutrality by 2020 and had a lot of success and progress in trying to reach that goal, but ultimately didn't go through. So this new climate action plan is looking through what were the gaps, what was missed in the previous plan, and how can we fix those systemic problems moving forward. Ultimately, the answer has been we need a cyclical process where we hold ourselves accountable and we think, what are our successes, where and why did those successes happen? And once we look at where gaps in action failed to occur, we look at what barriers prevented that from happening. And we see how can we work around those barriers moving forward. So we're trying to find that cyclical review process. And I'm really excited to see how that plan moves forward in the future.
Evergreen's got 3 solar arrays between our 2 campuses, Olympia and Tacoma. And between 3 of them, they generate about 35,000 kilowatt hours of electricity on an annual basis. We've offered electric vehicle charging for about 15 years and just currently upgraded to 2 new level 2 chargers in 2021. We're also currently working to replace some fleet vehicles with battery electric and add fleet charging hopefully this year, before the end of the year. The college recycles as much as possible, with a particular emphasis on back of house and construction waste, as well as the normal post-consumer collection that we all see in the buildings. Our food service vendor, Aramark, has actively worked with the college for years to reduce food waste and other waste in the dining areas. And they also collect food scraps for composting, and that's been going to South County for composting for quite a while. And then environmental sustainability, really broad picture, is a constantly changing, iterative cycle of acting, learning, and adapting. So we're continuously exploring new opportunities and looking for new ways to improve what we're doing.
Foremost, I want to thank members of the administration here at Evergreen, faculty and staff for their many contributions to sustainability here at the college. Second of all, I'd like to thank our strategic partnerships with Puget Sound Energy, with the Department of Commerce, with the Department of Enterprise Services, and our energy services consultant, Willdan. With their partnerships, they have helped the college to secure $2.5 million worth of energy grants, and they've actually helped us reduce our spend, our annual utility spend, by about $600,000 and reduce about 2.1 million gallons of water a year. Evergreen continues to make tremendous strides with its sustainability progress here in the future, becoming carbon neutral and then also zero waste here in the future. And we continue to update our strategic climate action and campus master plan to include plans to help us achieve that goal here in the future as well. What's most important is that the dollars that we save not only helps with the environment, but also contributes to a high quality, affordable education